Hey, welcome. So I'm in a new space right now, which is exciting. I'm sharing a studio space with a bunch of comedians in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and it's really sweet. You can you can also see content filmed here on the channel for Battle of the Bands with Kyle and Sam, the podcast. You'll see me commenting on their episodes all the time and them not replying or even liking my comments. And you know what? Hey, maybe I'll have to unsubscribe. No, guys, so go and subscribe. But I'm here, and I feel what a whirlwind summer it's been, right? I've been kind of getting into stand-up comedy again, and it's an interesting world, right? It's an interesting world. I guess I was curious to explore it because it feels like what actually smart, funny people do. And I felt kind of like a bit of a fraud, like just making content and making silly videos a little bit. I'm like, okay, like what does comedy look like in a different world? And I'm grateful that I explored that because now I'm sitting here. Wouldn't be sitting here if I hadn't been exploring that. So I'm grateful for that. But it's also freaking cutthroat, man. It can be cutthroat. It's a lot of competition because it's real life, right? Like, I don't know, real life events, real life. I don't know. There's only so many spots to be booked, but when you post online, everyone's booked. So that's nice. Yeah, it's interesting, man. The highs and lows of the Toronto, Ontario, Canada comedy scene. It's what I'm learning about. A little bit. But I love it. And it's kind of like a muscle I've been working on and thinking about. And that I would like to just have it be a muscle that, when I think about it as a muscle, I think about how I would like it to be a muscle that can carry 50 pounds. Like physical labor jobs, they'll usually say like can lift up to 50 pounds. That's kind of what I want my stand-up comedy muscle to be like. Like I'd love to be able to just go to open mic and have some things to say, like throw my name in a bucket or on a list and feel cool about that. And that's already starting to happen. Yeah, I'm coming up on the thought that I'm going to book one myself. Go ahead and do that. Because why not? Like, that'd be fun. And I think I could make it a really cute vibe. And I could even make it like a weird multimedia vibe. It makes me want to be experimental in real life because it's just like making videos and silly content, but in front of people. And so that's been a really sobering experience because I'm such a computer girl. I'm such a hacker girl, right? Behind my screen all the time. I specifically remember a memory in grade 7 of like my mom walking into my room and saying, Tiana, one day you're gonna look back and regret all the time you spent on youtube.com. But hey, who's laughing now? Because now I'm monetized on youtube.com and I'm making my revenue right now is looking like $30 this month, right? So who's laughing now, Mom? I'm not. But it's interesting creating it, like, and the vibe shift of it becoming something that I'd like to succeed more in, both stand-up and content, has been interesting on my brain because suddenly it's something that you need to succeed at, apparently. And that starts to take away from the energy of just doing it because you love to. And also there's kind of some pressure, of course, for me being new in a scene and in a space. Like I'm just meeting a lot of new people and they're all trying their hardest and part of you just feels like you have to prove yourself to people. And it's always nice when you meet folks who it doesn't feel like they think that of you. And I don't think anyone really thinks that of you, but it just, I've had a lot of worry lately. The other day I had a day, more of an evening. I had an evening where all of my worries dissipated. And that was a beautiful feeling. And my brain accepted that nothing is going wrong right now. I'm not in trouble right now. But, I think my brain thinks too far ahead and also thinks too far into the past sometimes and gets worried about too many things that it just actually doesn't need to worry about. But there was a moment a couple days ago, was it yesterday? No, a couple days ago, that my brain just felt pure, and I would love to figure out how to have that happen all the time. Anxiety has its place sometimes, but and also, you know what, I did only get 4.5 hours of sleep last night, so I can only ask for so much. Oh, guys, I have a documentary about sleep coming out soon. The reason why that's late is just I am using some music in it that I need to get the license sorted out for. But once that's out, it's going to be worth the wait. And I'm editing another doc, and filming another doc right now. I'm going to be filming another doc soon. Listen, we're going to get back on top of it. We're getting back on top of it because we are doing 12 docs this month. Anyway, man, it's interesting feeling stressed about life when I feel like I'm in a good place right now. I have a nice life going right now. But this year just feels like a year where I would really like to be climbing. I'd really like to see myself win. Don't you just want that for yourself? Like, I just want to win. Gosh, and what does that look like? It's nice to have this space, though, and this nice big window. We can have nice light. But my friend Ben Stagger brought this in. This is my favorite thing in the studio. But you have to recognize the steps that you've taken, man, in life. You have to recognize the steps that have happened for you. I think my brain is putting its measurement of success on the wrong data. Because I have a nice thing going right now, and I just remember feeling in the Netherlands, like, and I mean, like, being on a working holiday permit, I wasn't focusing on my career. I wasn't focusing on growing and being a success. I was just focusing on being there and having my friends, and I need to have some of that back a little bit more, because I just feel a little bit stressed lately for no reason. I could just be having fun and feeling pure. I guess what's weighing mostly on me is just feeling like a fresh face in a new community. But it's a nice community. I don't know. What? It's funny when you feel anxious and then you try to explain to yourself why you're anxious, and but I had a really nice conversation. I was talking to my buddy Kyle, who is Kyle of Battle of the Bands. I don't know, just had a nice moment where it was like, yeah, I'm cool and I belong here. And oh my god. And it was just fun and it was beautiful. And I was having a nice night, and kind of like emotional. Just want to feel like I belong. But it was the first time that I felt like I walked in there and I brought myself, and I was just in myself. I was just in me. Sometimes you worry so much about external factors that you forget that the magic of life just comes from allowing your vibration to radiate purely. And sometimes that apparently can't always be the case. But when it happens and you find yourself in a flow state of just being yourself, it's really good. And I think a lot of that comes from surrounding yourself with the right people. And I want to learn better how to be the right people as well. I feel like, because people who serve me affirmations always make me feel comfortable, especially when it's newer people. And, I don't know, when you're newer, especially to a new clique or something, just like being invited goes a long way. Being told that you belong goes a long way. Yeah, just as funny, like the literal validation that, like, no, you're in the right place. No, you're in the right place for sure. Because, oh my gosh, how many times in life are you actually told, or you actually feel like, oh, I'm in the right place right now? And there is no right place, but when you're in a moment with friends and they tell you, or they show you that you're in the right place, there's no better feeling. There's no better feeling. I like it. Like, even, like, I felt that way in the Netherlands when at extra practice we'd have lunch together, and maybe I'd go out and buy stuff for lunch or something, or maybe they'd share what they got with me. And I love when a community can afford to offer things to each other and not keep track of, not keep the splitwise. Not have to keep track of every dollar, and just know that, like, everyone is going to be contributing. But that can't always be the case, because economy. But I'm going on vacation next week to see new and old friends. I love people so much, and I miss people so much. And I want to make more websites. I'm going to learn full stack WordPress development. I think I'm mostly there already, because I already use a PHP-based CMS for client websites that I make. I use Kirby CMS a lot for client websites. That's good for small scale websites. That's good for a personal website. But WordPress, of course, gets more involved, because with it you can involve blocks and stuff. And so I'm interested to learn how that works. I'm sure it's actually quite simple. And it's probably a lot simpler to deploy as well than a typical, because with Kirby it's quite independent, so there's less things set up to make it simple. But I feel like WordPress must have some simple stuff out there. But yeah, so I'm doing that, and I'm open for business. If you want a website, if you're an individual or a small business, I'm a good choice for you. And I'm also going to put together a curriculum, hopefully by the end of fall, for making your first personal website. I'm debating how in-depth I want to get. If I want to involve Kirby, I think I'll involve a Kirby crash course. Yeah, I think I know the stack that I would do for that. So, and I'm trying to gauge what cost I should design it for, because I don't want to end up making something that is worth a lot, but maybe people don't want to buy something that's worth that much because the price ends up being too high. Or if I want to try to make something more simple and less in depth so that it's more affordable. I don't know. I had so much day job this past few days, and I joined this studio space recently. I just haven't been able to come by in a minute, and I just wanted to come by today and just spend time here and just fucking be here, because I've been waiting. So we big chilling right now. We big chilling, just freaking enjoying being into space. And it's nice. Hey man, it's nice here, man. Hey, you come here often? You come here often? Well, thanks for joining me today in this little rambleness. Sorry that I kept touching my hair. I need to get my bangs trimmed. And thanks for watching, and make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell, man, for $1 million. No, you're small fine print. You're not going to get $1 million from me. But hey, who knows what could happen? Maybe you'll get it from someplace else. We don't know. But and who knows, cause and correlation. I mean, comment down below what's something that you did recently that came from a loving place in your heart. Curious to know that. That'd be awesome to read. So, thank you. And I'll see you. Bye. Thank you. Nice to see you. Nice to see ya, man. See you next time.